Hi, welcome to this tutorial where I will show you how to integrate text analytics and logic apps. The main idea of this demo is that every time a user posted a tweet with a particular hashtag, a logic app will be invoked in order to get the data from the tweet and get a score based on text analytics, based on the sentiment scored, and based on this sentiment score, we are going to send data to Google Sheets. At the end of this tutorial, you will be able to receive a tweet in Logic Apps and separate between positive tweets and negative tweets. For example, let me write this here, I'm happy, and let me provide the hashtag that I will define. Let me tweet this, and I will see that content. Let's wait for this trigger to be executed, and I will be able to get or to catch that tweet with that score in my score positive tweets document. Let's wait for a moment here. And there we go. Actually, there is the tweet. I am happy, and I must see that result here. So now let's go and tweet a negative tweet. Twitter, I don't know, I am sad. The hashtag, and let's tweet this. Okay, let's wait for this trigger to be executed again, and I must be able to see that tweet now in the score negative tweets document. There we go. Detect sentiment 0.06, and actually I will be able to see that document or that score here. Okay, I will create the two files where my data will be sent. So let me click here. Let me open Google Sheets. Let me create a new blank document, and I will call it as score tweets. Okay, this will be my score tweets, and I will set the headers here. So the headers maybe is going to be, I don't know, the tweet text. Okay, then the score tweeted by, and the ID of the tweet. Okay, so I will copy these columns, and I will create another document, but this document is going to be, actually, let me change this here, score positive tweets, and here will be score negative tweets. Okay, and I will paste the headers. Okay, now I will create the logic app. Okay, so I will open my portal, my Azure portal, and I will type here logic app. Okay, let me select create, click here on create a new logic app with this information. I will create a new resource group, demo analytics, a logic app name, analytics logic app, whatever name you want to give. Let me select the region, the East US region, and I will create this logic app. After the logic app has been created, I will be able to go to that resource, and then I have the designer and logic app. Let me scroll down, and I will start my logic app from a blank template. And actually, I'm going to type here Twitter. Let me look for the Twitter connector here. There is my Twitter connector. I will execute this when a new tweet is posted. And actually, I need to give a connection. Let me name it Daniel's connection, Daniel's tweet connection, Daniel's tweet connection. And the authentication type is a shared application. So you need to provide your Twitter credentials here. Let me change this. Let me provide my credentials. And then I will be able to look for the tweet that we are looking for. Here, I will specify the hashtag that I want to look for. That currently is going to be Twitter and Logic Apps. How often I want to check for the items, since this is just testing, I will define just, I don't know, each 20 seconds. Let me go here. Okay, let me click here in order to create a new step. So what I want to do every time a tweet has been posted, So here I will open a new tab with a portal, and I will create a text analytics service. I'm going to type here text analytics. So I will choose from here text analytics service. I will put this in the same resource group, demo analytics. Let me scroll down in the EasyOS, and I will call it Daniel's Analytics. And the pricing tier, standard pricing tier, and let me review and create. Now that my resource has been created, I will be able to go to that resource and make a note about the keys and the endpoint that I will be provided here because I will need it in the Logic App Designer. So I will type here text analytics. Let me go and look for text analytics. There we go. Here is my connector. And the action that I want to perform is to detect sentiment version 2. So I need to provide a name, Daniel's Analytics Connection, Analytics Connection, just like that. And here is where I need to provide the key of my resource here for my text analytics. And I need to provide the URL for that resource. So let me copy this endpoint and I will paste it here. And I will click here on create. And then I will configure my action here. So let me type here this document. So I will type just a number here. And what is the text that I want to analyze? I want to analyze the content of the tweet. And what I will do on that content on the tweet, I want to check for the score. And actually, I will type here control in order to make my if else statement control condition, and I will pick the score from the previous step. Okay, let's show again. There we go. Then if it's greater than 0.5 means that, well, not precisely positive, but we're going to define just like this: positive or negative between 0 and 0.5, and greater than 0.5, I will say that this is positive. So what I will do if the score is greater than 0.5, I will select the Google Sheet connector. This is my connector. So I will insert a row. I need to provide my credentials here. So let me add a new count here. Let me allow permissions. And after that, I need to specify what is the file that I would like to add new rows. Google Drive, score positive tweets, and it is the sheet number 1. Okay, and I need to add the parameters that I will add a new columns here. This is the headers that I defined before, and in the tweet text is a tweet text here. The score that I get from the previous step here, and the tweeted by, again here, and the ID of the tweet. Let me scroll down, tweet ID, and there we go. So now let's do the same process, but this time we're going to send the file to the negative document. Again, insert row. Let me pick the file, Google Drive, score negative tweets. Again, in the sheet number 1, let me provide the parameters, tweet text, score, tweeted by, a 90 tweet. I will repeat the process. Scroll down here, score here, see more, score, tweeted by, and the ID of the tweet. With this, we are ready to test our files, okay? After the logic app has been created, I will be able to open both tweets, either the score positive tweets, the score negative tweets, and also I will open a Twitter in order to send a tweet. In order to debug here, I will click here on run button. Actually, my interface is going to change, and then I'm ready to send my first tweet. Let me write here, learning logic apps. Daniel is awesome. Let me provide the hashtag and let's send this tweet here, and let's wait for the trigger to be executed. Now take a look at this. I have received this. Learning logic apps with Daniels is awesome. Now we have detected the document, and actually if I go here, I have this scored, so the tweet has to be here. Learning logic apps, the score, tweeted by, and the ID of the tweet. Now we are going to send this time a negative tweet. Take a look at this. Again, I will send another tweet here. Learning logic apps with Daniel is awful. And there we go. Actually, in order to see this, let's run this again. Let's wait here for a moment. And this time, I hope that the score will be less than 0.5. Let's wait for a moment. And there we go. Okay, so actually I can take a look at this. This is the output. The score 0.02, so that tweet must be here in the score negative tweets.